to Adobe Live, the final stream of the year. I can't believe it. It's almost been a year. And I'm so happy to be joined by one of my favorite guests. First of all, it's Emma Lextrade. So glad you can join us.
Hello.
Welcome, Emma. And right next
Hello, everyone.
to her, it's... why are you... I can't see you anymore. Well, that's fantastic. But I think it should be you, Sophia, right?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay,
I have
good.
not left. I've been instructed not to close Zoom or touch my computer, so I should still be here.
Great start. Well, I can't see you anymore, but that's fine. I can just...
Can anyone else still see me?
You should
Yeah.
I'm here.
Right. So Sophia Emmerich, I can't see her,
Hello.
but she can see us. I think that's how it works.
I can see you, and
I can see you.
I can see you all. So, yeah. Hi.
And next to Sophia, it should be the one and only Tony Hammer. Hey, Tony.
I can't see me
If you ever wonder how the streams are doing
or anything
before we
else.
go live.
I knew I shouldn't have been drinking this early.
I knew I should have had a drink this early.
And this is how Adobe Live works before we go live. And in the second row, our one and only Stephanie Meyer. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in ages. It's so good to have you back.
Thank you, Tim.
Well, that's not true. We actually had you earlier this week with Patricia. So
Yes.
there we go. And next to Stephanie is the one and only Natalie. Welcome. I see you are well prepared with your Christmas sweater. Can you just show that? Look at it. It's fuzzy.
Awesome.
Fuzzy like Tony's
Love
beard.
it. Yes.
And hopefully really, really warm.
Hello.
It's made from my beard.
That's disgusting.
Right. And in the background, nice soft piano music.
The Etsy project.
The Etsy project.
No, yeah.
That's Tony's side
Tim, we
business.
can't even get through the intros right now.
I know. And
Sorry.
Maggie Moss, hey!
Maddie!
In her Christmas dress. Maddie Christmas, right?
Totally. Christmas.
Christmas.
That's me.
So.
Christmas.
Last but certainly not least, it's Rufus Danger Deutler.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, so great to be back here on Adobe Live, and what a journey it's been! Wow,
Absolutely.
yeah, we just did a similar thing on the German stream, and it's been a journey. Hundreds of streams this year in English.
Over
wow.
3,000 streams every day. Yeah.
Woo!
And of course, welcome everybody who's joining us in the chat at home. So welcome to Caroline and Sandrine and Steve and Oliver and Sean and Robert and Mona and everybody who is just off my screen because I can't scroll it up. Thank you for joining us. It is really great to have you all here for this final stream of the year in 2020. And I can't help but notice that there are no unicorns today in the stream. Stephanie, what happened?
They're hibernating.
We do have Sophia.
I'm a unicorn dressed as a reindeer today, so
But you have two antlers. What would that be called? Binicorn? No.
Barneycorn.
Duonicorn?
Rhinoceros. A fat rhino.
You don't.
But I also really like Tony's hybrid
Always these trolls.
costume.
Strange.
Jumping
Tony's going
unicorn.
for like
Well, he just came off the sleigh. Just
the
live.
hat and Batman.
Still has his hat on.
Batman Santa.
Batman
Yeah.
goes
Totally
astronaut.
elastic band.
You want your presents or not?
Genius.
Right. I thought that we could just have some fun today, watch some of the highlights of the year, and just have a fun chat together to let the year ring out. And we will be back next year, but more about that later.
Yeah.
First of all, Rufus,
Yes.
do you remember how this all started back then?
It started I remember when it started that I thought it would only last a few weeks.
I see. Well, just in case, and I know some of you weren't even part of the host team back then, so for some of you, perhaps it would be a good idea just to refresh your memory a bit. You know, going back to the first streams, how it all started. And I think, I think it would be best if you could just mute yourself in Zoom, because we had some echo and I'm not sure who that was. Looking at you, Rufus. No.
No, it's you, Tim. I'm always muted.
I see. Okay. No. Right. Well then, let's have a look at the first of the Adobe live streams back in March.
And welcome to our Adobe live streams from the sofa. This is a new format that we've invented a week ago in Germany that we decided, like with all the situation going on. And we wanted to be in touch with the community. So we started doing that in Germany last week on a daily basis. And this is exactly what we're doing here on behance.net/live. Our guest today, the one and only Dan Munford.
So my name's Craig Black. I'm an independent designer, lettering artist and typographer.
Today we have Octavia as our guest, Tony Harmer. Today we have Rachel as our guest, Kelly Anna,
Glyn Dewis,
Kyle Wilkinson, Michael Driver,
Mikiko,
Andrew Dubby,
Will Pat, Katie Cohen.
I'm Ryder Malinage.
Emma is our new community manager.
Hi everyone, yes, absolutely. Before anyone panics, Rufus, yourself, and Tim aren't going anywhere, and that's not changing. And yeah, I just wanted to join in for a bit of a chat as well, a bit of fun, and get to chat with the artists that I invite every day.
The one and only Tony Harmer. This is the Tony Harmer Show.
Today is the Tony Harmer Show.
My new friend on... No, yeah, it's this side. It's Tony. Hey. Like handshake. Yeah, okay. High five.
Tim, if we run out of time at the end, I'll just talk about this moment.
Yes, okay. Right, Creative Cloud.
Today I'm going to work about my photography, which I'm doing.
And I'll be creating a poster.
We're going to share what's new in the Creative Cloud updates.
Today I'm going to share through one of the most overlooked areas of creative work.
And we're dipping our toe into the UX UI world. You all know this by now, but just for the sake of it, we're here every day, 12 to 1. And today I promised you double the creativity and inspiration because we have the Yarza twins, Nuria Bosch, who is based in Edinburgh,
Sheffield,
in Australia.
I'm based in London.
Based in London, from the UK, based in London.
Be here on the floor, and I thought that would be a great place to join you today. Just got my cushions down, got my iPad set up, ready to draw.
We all have our pens. We're joined by Brightonian Zach Lower, and we're just joking before this that we're branching out of London.
And we are here every day from 12 until 1, at least in the weekdays at any rate.
I am super happy to introduce Maddie, who's joining us as our new co-host.
I am a super fan. So meeting our creatives, there's just so much I'm going to get from this. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we have a full house and tons to cover.
I can't wait to get into it today. And of course, we have another Adobe Live host. Natalie, welcome.
Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, we are doing well. And it's so good to be here today. It's a rainy day here in the UK, and this session will definitely brighten our day and warm our hearts.
Clearly, you guys are not tired of seeing us just yet.
I think this is stream 38.
I've almost been alive that many years.
40?
41.
42.
42. 41.
46.
49.
42. 43.
Well, I can't even speak today. No, it's Thursday. We're struggling.
This drawing was so bad.
Oh.
My iPad literally crashed.
Amazing.
Right.
Amazing stuff. Wow.
I love it at the beginning, Rufus. You look like you've just come off a tour with a boy band.
Yeah. I haven't cut my hair since. Yeah.
Oh
man. It's you and Jason's comeback tour. It's
I really like Emma being like, I hope you're not sick of seeing our faces yet.
And then it's still like, that's only halfway through the year. That was like back in June.
Oh, that was so good. This just shows you that, not only our community grew, but we also grew. Like, you can see like the differences every month. I try not to get emotional, but
Yeah,
beautiful.
back then I was
Thank you.
5'4", and now I'm 6'8". Yeah, that's how much we grew.
And we grew out of London, which is very exciting for Tim because Tim really wanted to highlight that in that video.
I could have shown much more guests from London because we had like a running gag where all the creatives are from London. And before the stream started, I always asked, so where are you based? Like London. Oh,
London.
Emma, look at that.
This is when I would usually leave. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, bye. Job's done. But look at us now, huh?
Yeah.
Very international. And of course,
It's time for a head change, Tony. Good. Just want to point that out.
Done. I'm ready. I'm
Love it.
Dickensian now. Dickensian
That was
Batman. Adobe
Dickensian.
Live Fest.
I mean,
Sandrine's come up with a great name for your boy band, Rufus.
Okay.
NSYNC your CC.
Sounds more like a swear word, but yeah, I'll take it.
But yeah, can we take a moment to appreciate all the different outfits Tony has brought to the stream over the year? I mean, look at that. Now he's sporting a Batman Christmas sweater.
Yep.
I mean, that's your work outfit,
absolutely.
your normal work attire, right? Every day.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Dickensian hat. Steampunk in a minute.
And I thought, Tony, you know, do you remember how this all started back then when you first joined us?
I was the tips guy.
Yeah,
Rufus brought me along as the tips guy.
We did,
and I did a thing on toilet roll.
Yeah, we did weekly Tony Harmer shows every Friday. Can you imagine? And Emma, do you remember what happened that one day when we decided to start wearing fancy dresses? Or you decided to wear such?
And Stephanie. And
I decided.
Stephanie was doing it as well. Stephanie's idea.
Oh, I'm so
It was
sorry.
my idea.
And I was like,
She had her billions. She was doing them on the horses.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, I just tend to forget how that all happened. So I wish.
oh
you know,
no, some highlights.
I wish somebody cut together some of Tony's highlights, just so we can have a look at them. You know, wouldn't that be great?
Go on.
But before we take a look at that, let's have a look at the chat, because everybody who's joining us today, they're saying the Batman sweater rocks. Steve, love the sweater to Lord Tony, Julia says, and they're all saying hi. And is this like your life? Yes.
Oh, that used to be a program. This is your life, with it. Surprise.
Oh.
It was a television program.
Well, I should have prepared more videos for that. Well, anyway, let's have a look at the Tony Harmer highlight show of the year.
Oh God!
Brace yourself.
Okay, shall we get cracking then? Shall we begin?
Go on.
What are we going to be talking about, Tony?
InDesign!
We're even more excited about today.
Eyes wide open, because now it is time for Adobe Live.
And today we're joined by one of our favourites. We're joined by the amazing
Tony Harmer.
Hello. Hello, I'm good, thank you. And you can see that isolation hasn't affected me at all. I've got a balloon. I can't even get a jet off the ground.
Can you hear us, or are you just part of the party?
There we go.
Happy Friday, guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, and welcome back to Adobe Live for Fancy Friday streams. And look at those guys, honestly.
Fridays.
I'm disappointed with this costume, actually, because I bought a sword separately. I thought it said 22 inches. It wasn't. It's in centimetres. It's great for opening letters.
Pumpkin carving, like Halloween time. I'm loving this. I'm so happy to be back on the Friday stream.
I've been experimenting with cutting my own hair. What do you think?
I'm an escort with 2 unicorns, and I set all my billions on this unicorn to win the race. Tony is at Heathrow Airport on his way to the moon, because that's the only place that doesn't have travel restrictions, so you can still fly to the moon.
And this is actually what I wear normally after 3 o'clock.
Tony,
I got stuffs. Look.
stuff.
And I had my dinner last night and saw because you were talking about your unicorn repair kit, and it just
because I have 2 unicorns.
It just You've got to repair unicorn. Oh no, my unicorn is down. Yeah, okay. I see that other animals watching this.
Can you tell I'm not a cat person?
Are you not?
I'm more of a dog person. I'm allergic to them.
I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to deduct 10 points.
Well, thanks, Emma, for joining today.
Anyway, thanks, Emma. Right, next week.
Okay.
I like where this is going, but let's just start over.
And our goddess Emma from her Greek temple.
You sound a bit dry, mate. Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah, actually, that would be fantastic. Could you?
Got one here. I hate product placement in videos, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. You're getting a little fan club, mate.
Mm.
You are getting a little fan club. People saying, "Oh, can we have Tim back next week?" Good news, everyone.
I'd love to. What a coincidence.
That's funny you should say that.
Pretty happy with that. Overall layout. Of course, Tony's getting a message.
Hello? Oh, is it? Oh, no, I'll tell him. Okay. Yeah, cool, thanks. Yeah, that was the 90s, Tim. They said, can I have the drop shadows back?
Right, thank you for joining us today. Goodbye.
It's great to be back in uniform after all this time. Now that I've joined Space Force, you know, that alien footage that we've seen this week.
And this is one of the few benefits I've ever realised from having such massive eyebrows is it makes them really easy to track.
Need to get out there and do something. Doesn't this bring back a love of Fridays, don't you think? Just for me.
Absolutely. We should do this every day. I think this is when we go really mad.
Yeah.
We should. But that's it, we're done.
Guys, I don't know about you, but this has got to be the peak of my career. I mean, it doesn't go up from here, does it?
Pumpkin.
I'm actually in tears. I'm in tears.
The highlights.
So amazing.
Oh, Tony.
So funny.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the Tony Harmer show. That was definitely also a great way to to have continuity across Fridays. Yeah,
And Rose like, yeah, it's a great way to have continuity over Fridays. I'm like, oh, costumes.
I mean,
There should be more costumes.
Cheers. Oh.
That was so funny. That got me completely.
Maddie and I are like,
Well, good news, Maddie.
Oh no.
Who's next?
no, oh no.
We have some time.
Oh, this is
before
going to
we
be
can-
well worth seeing. I hope that some of the host stuff has been recorded. Yes.
No, we have a bit of time before we can watch the next one. In the chat is, you can't have a conversation with Tony Hammer without laughing your legs off. Aww.
Oh.
We're going to lose Maddie again. Oh no.
Oh, it's Ian. Fantastic.
Oh.
Dear. Hello, mate.
One of us laughing in the room on their own. Yes, me every day, just after the stream. But yeah, what was, I mean, obviously you know what my personal highlight of the year was, for obvious reasons. Just saw it. But Emma, do you have any
highlight?
Any favorite guests or any highlight streams that you can think of?
Tim, it's our stream, of course. Our max stream. That will be the.
Well, here's 50 quid.
Had
Thank
to
you
say
for
it.
saying that.
That's fine. Oh wait, the other side. Sophia, if you can pass it on.
I'll pass that on real quick. Wait. No, it's the other way around. Tim, can you give that real quick to me? Give that. Okay. Thank you. Wait. There, Emma. Here we go. There you go. There we go. It went through, Tony. Went right through.
And no, I just passed it under the table, same as all the other money that Tim gives me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Stephanie tried it as well. Do you want me to give it to you?
Pass it down to Stephanie.
And then from the ceiling.
Hallelujah.
It's
Normal
raining
programming
money.
will be resumed shortly, everybody.
I don't
Don't
think
worry, it's fine.
But yeah, of
Small
course.
technical baton passing problem. It's fine.
The
Oh, this is just chaos. See, Tim, like this is exactly what happened.
We're like the
Brady Bunch. Good night, Emma. Good night, Tim. No, the highlight stream, no, the one you just mentioned, definitely also one of my favorites because, yeah, my iPad didn't like my drawings, so it just crashed.
I love that stream. That was a lot of fun. We had loads of people joining, and it was Max.
All together now.
And some
which
ukulele,
was,
yeah.
And actually, I bought the ukulele just the day before and started to learn this one chord. And that's it. That's all I could play for that day. Still enough.
And Tim, you were brave enough to restart that stream knowing it was Max. And I don't know how many people were watching at that point. And you were like, let's start again.
Let's start over again. All together now. Welcome to Adobe Live.
And I was panicking at that point.
But yeah, Max, that was great. I mean, come on. When it felt like it was just days ago. Doesn't it?
That was pretty intense.
I mean, the first streams from the sofa feel like days ago. But it's...
Yeah, and for me, they were really from the sofa because I didn't even have a table.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were joining us from the floor, right? You put in a
Yeah.
coffee table, just Adobe Live.
I was joining with just the sofa and a coffee table. That's what I was joining with.
Well, that's certainly more than enough you need to stream, right?
Yeah.
But look at you, now you have a real table and
yes,
a nice background.
My carpenter got out of
I thought you were
lockdown.
still on the floor.
No,
we
my
do miss the
carpenter was
unicorns.
able to reopen in summer and build me this beautiful table.
No, it looks lovely.
And here, yeah, Stuart in the chat is saying, I think the drawing competition with Maddie was the greatest and good news. Stuart?
Yeah, and they put "My Eyes Bleed" underneath it.
That to me is just...
He's already cried.
If I think of that, I cry laughing. I mean, every time, seriously.
Haven't even started, Maddie.
Oh, no.
We will watch that in a moment. But let's have another look at the chat. And I grew up with a Brady Bunch and I lived in Los Angeles at the time. And we had 6 kids in my family. Wow. All right. Well, it feels all like a big family anyway here.
It does.
With Uncle Rufus.
Totally.
That's right.
Rufus.
Oh, man. Sophia, by the way, in case you haven't watched some of her streams, she joins us for the Fireside Chat lately. And of course, what was it called?
Your head in the cloud.
Your
I thought
head
that was a
in the
genius
cloud.
pun that nobody got that pun. Emma and I thought it was so good. We both were laughing when we came up with it, and then we told it to other people, and they were like, "Yeah." And,
So what?
That's all right.
It's like
That'll
about
do.
Creative Cloud. It's funny,
the cloud.
and then
I
yeah,
don't get it.
didn't stick. Yeah.
But yeah, Emma,
And then they became Fireside Chat.
your stream names are always the greatest, especially when I have to translate them over to the German streams. Like, Festive Challenge. How do you say it in German? I don't know. So it became the Winter Challenge. Hey.
I'll just leave it to you. I'm like, Tim will do that.
Oh, man. But yeah, we should definitely bring back more fun names for the streams. I try
Dad
to...
jokes.
Yeah,
Dad
more
joke
dad
names.
And Steve is saying it's likely too late to find that Batman sweater. What, do you want it? I mean, that would be great to have a Christmas sweater with its Batman on it, right, Tony? Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great. This one's available, $39.99, only worn once.
Yeah. Today. And
ships in 2 days.
Knitted by Tony. It's like a unique piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Maddie printed it for me.
Start the bidding, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, start at 39.
Gonna be auctioned off.
And just for £2 more, Tony will be shipped in the sweater to you.
Yeah. And I'll also send you a bottle of this fine Italian blush.
Oh.
We're good.
Hold your horses.
I was like, huh? What is going on?
Water, really.
Oh, man. And this also reminds me of, because I think we can now finally reveal this for the first time, that we have tried to sneak in words of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every day. And apart from 2 words.
Like an elastic Banksy.
Yeah. Like an elastic Banksy. And apart from 2 words, one of them was Reality Asylum, nobody ever noticed. So if you go back,
because it sounds too real.
Yeah, when Tony talks, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I see. Slow motion flattening, I see. Yellow submarine.
Perfectly normal. Why don't I know that?
Well, one of my favorite definitely was Yellow Submarine, because we tried so many times and nobody could fit it in. Not even Maddie.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fail.
Now, what was the other one we tried? We just had the one where nobody could bring it in. Just a few weeks ago. Does anybody remember?
Oh, yeah.
And Tony, you even
man,
managed to skip that word.
I did. I failed twice, I think. I'm just trying to find it now.
Wasn't it something
To the archive.
Oh, he's got notes about the word.
Of course he does.
He's like, check
Ultimate
the record.
Herbivore. Was it Ultimate Herbivore?
Yes. Of course, we
Yes.
tried to sneak that in. And for like 5
How
streams.
can you? How is it possible?
And
You just say
yeah,
it.
of course.
Just say it. Just throw it into the middle of any sentence, and it works. People just think they don't even register that they heard it. They just think, "Oh, that's perfectly normal."
Yeah,
You
when
to
I
say
go,
that.
because when I watch the Adobe Live for my weekly graphite infusion, it's
Graphite infusion.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Ultimate
Golden Age
Herbivore.
of ballooning.
Golden Age of ballooning. Flugelhorn. Must not forget that one.
My favourite was Supersonic Penguin. We
Supersonic
managed to get that in somewhere.
Volcanic heater.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Volcanic heater. I remember in one of my streams, I think it was Dirty Socks. And
What?
yeah. And was it Dirty Socks or like 12 pairs of socks? I don't remember.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. I don't.
That sounds more realistic.
Yeah.
You know, Tim actually asked me to get the whole, all of the names of ABBA into one stream, and I could not do it. I was loving what was going on in the stream that I completely forgot about ABBA. That was tricky.
Maddie, you can still do it today if you want. We'll
Do it now.
Oh my gosh, no, the name's gone blank.
But you've got to put the word of a car part in between each one. So you've got to say like Agnetha Carburetor, Bjorn.
Yeah. Like Jackie says, look what you've missed, Rufus. And yeah, I missed so much. Like all these things, these little secret schemes you have like running on Adobe Live.
And everyone was asking in chat, when is Rufus coming back? And I'm like, I'm sorry, Uncle Rufus is busy, but he will be back on Friday. And I certainly hope that we can. Maddie has to draw ABBA. Oh no. Oh God, please don't.
Just seen that. Right. Are you going to start drawing, Mads?
Oh my gosh, not after the last. I mean, you know what happens when
I'm
I
safe.
Well, Maddie, funny you should say that. I don't remember what happened. I really don't remember what happened during that game show. It's like erased from my memory. You know, I feel like we need a little refresher. So everyone get your sunglasses. It's
Safety first, everyone.
Safety first, everyone. Oh, no.
Okay, shall we get cracking then?
No. Okay, not the same video again. We want the Maddie video.
Maddie's already like done.
So Maddie, are you ready?
I'm just laughing from Maddie laughing now.
Yeah, I just see Maddie down there is like, Wah!
Well, that's going to be it for the rest of the stream. It's just us. No content, no nothing.
It gets me every time, like seriously.
It hasn't even started, Maddie.
I feel like we need to have a meme of Maddie laughing right now.
Well, you're about to watch one. Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready though? Are you?
Okay, Tim, I think we're ready. Elastic Banksy.
And we need to play it, yeah.
Here we go. All right.
Yay!
Did Tony spit out his tea?
Oh my god. That is so funny.
And Maddie wonders why Tim made her drawing grayscale on the next game show. He made her change her iPad so it wouldn't do colour.
That was so funny. Honestly, that is just the funniest thing.
Maddie just relived it.
I totally did. I just love the comments though. I'm Sandrine. Oh, that was honestly so much fun. Every time I think of it, I laugh. Every time.
And remember, everyone, just £3 a week will help somebody who's seen one of Maddie's drawings.
Yeah, definitely a good cause.
So harsh, Maddie. Oh. But wait, Tim, you didn't show this, but then I requested that you put this onto some merch as well and make some bags out of it and get them printed.
Yes, I took Maddie's artwork and put it on some merch in Adobe Dimension. I don't think I have that anymore for eye safety reasons.
It was honestly so funny. I completely lost it. I mean, I saw.
And you know, the best thing was when, you can just have a look at it. Mute the video.
On this stream. So funny. It was the gingerbread man that made me, that's what got me. Someone said it looked like a gingerbread man.
But hold on, so did it have a cactus? Was that a cactus coming out of his arm? So creative.
Meet Billy.
Yeah, what was the prompt? Do you remember? I think it was Meet Billy, a shelf-stacking superhero who has a cactus as an arm.
Free cactus. No, with a free cactus. Yeah.
Oh, with a free cactus. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
action figure.
Okay.
The action figure, yes.
Surfing. Yeah.
We need to make that into a 3D character.
It's
maybe in our
burnt
next
into my
streams.
screen.
Here we go. He also stacks shelves. There we go.
It turned into my screen.
But yeah, that was definitely one of my highlights. And then we did it again in the spooky game show, but this time less saturated, let's say. And poor Maddie had to draw again. So that was definitely one of my highlights. But Maddie.
Thank God I'm colorblind, so I didn't any of that.
Oh man, if you hadn't have been before, if you'd have seen it full on, you would have been by now anyways.
I was born that way, so I've never seen the correct colors.
So Rufus is saying that he actually appreciated this.
Exactly.
Maddie, your art has been appreciated. Wow. An honor. We should have an exhibition of all these pieces somewhere when we open up again.
Modern art.
Modern art.
But you know,
Maddie art.
An actual exhibition would be nice, just having some of our guests' artwork printed out and in the studio, if we ever go back. Who knows?
Yeah.
And expandable cactus, Sean says in the chat. And also the machine couldn't handle it.
Expandable cactus.
A very important question, Maddie. Where is your dog today? Where's Elvis?
Oh, he's currently crying in the kitchen, and I don't know if you can hear him. But he is. If you can, can you hear that? He's in the kitchen.
He must have seen the stream.
Must have seen my picture.
Oh no! Right, and so many streams we had. Do you have any highlights of this year, Maddie? Do you remember? Apart apart from the game show, which I'm not sure if that was a highlight technically.
That was good fun. I mean, that was the most fun I think I've had. I always think back to a stream that I have with Holly, Holly Stones, and she makes these amazing images of herself surrounded by flowers, and it has the most amazing profile pictures and things. And we just got on so well, and it was like the best chat. We were giggling, we were laughing. At one point, I think I became her agent. It was so much fun. So I loved that. Yeah, that was really good.
And that was, when was this? Back in summer? Can't remember. You don't have to tell me the date. It was just, if you happen to remember.
For about 4 weeks ago.
Ah, okay.
Maddie's the agent. She should know. Let me check.
And of course, if you have some, dear community, if you have some highlights in mind that you remember fondly, then you're more than welcome to share those in the chat. And we can maybe just remember, if we even remember the streams, because we did over 250 streams.
Wow.
So quite a lot. And at the end, we will have a credit scene where we have all the guests listed, and so we can appreciate everybody who has been joining us. But until then, we have still some time to talk about the stream. So, Stephanie, I know that you joined us this week, so that was really nice having you back. And I know that you have also talked to Patricia, and you did a workshop together. So that was nice. Yes. So can you just remind us what happened in that workshop?
I would say that was definitely my favorite stream, because it was the first time for me being a guest on Adobe Live. So not just hosting. So very first time. And I was working in spring on that workshop concept. So I brought in ideas from design thinking and also design sprints, and brought them together and cut them down a little bit to have like over 5 days, 1 hour per day of a workshop. And we had participants from all over the world. Like, we were surprised. We had 500 people signing up to our event. It happened 2 weeks ago. And some teams were just working like day and night. It was absolutely insane. So it was incredible. I called it the Adobe XD Winter Wonderland, because everyone who lives here knows that the Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park got canceled because of COVID this year. So the whole workshop concept was around like what Patricia was the expert, and what did she like doing at the Winter Wonderland, and what can't she do this year because it's not happening, and how can we convert that into a virtual event and virtual experience. So every team came up with their individual ideas throughout this workshop and built app prototypes in Adobe XD to show what you can do. So we had like virtual Christmas markets, we had delivery service, we had virtual drinks, we had live crafts, craftsmanship, and you can bake, like live baking sessions, and you can bake stuff and so on. So we had loads of creative ideas, and we had a lot of teams handing in, and then we had our top 5 winning teams at the end.
And the reason why I talked about this is because this stream was packed full of UI and UX research and information. So if you ever need or have the need to watch some very densely packed, I can't even imagine how they managed to fit it in 1 hour. It was so much content. So props to you for that. And of course, also before the stream started, Patricia, Stephanie and I were chatting. And at some point she just switched to German, and I was bamboozled. I never knew you could speak German, and that was interesting. German. That was nice.
Yeah. Because I've lived in a couple of countries before the UK. I've been here for 10 years, but I lived in Spain before, and also in Germany and Switzerland and in Austria. So, yeah.
So I was very surprised when just, okay, all right, interesting. And Stefan is saying in the chat, my highlights are all you talents in front of the cameras, making not only Adobe fun, not only Adobe fun every day. Yes. Of course, that's why we're here. That's why we have this last stream of the year. And we will be back next year. Emma, can we talk about next year already?
Of course. Yeah, and we will be back. No one worries. We will have a full plan and schedule. We'll be back on January 11th. So mark it in your calendars. We'll be back live. I know everyone's excited. But we all take a break. So yeah, a little break for Christmas. We'll still have tons of replays. You can still watch on Behance, obviously. And yeah, keep yourself inspired during this time. And I know it's been a challenging year for everyone, but we're so excited to be back refreshed with plenty more guests next year. And a bit of a change in schedule as well, but we'll update you in the first weeks of January. So come along on the 11th and yeah, we'll chat through that. And we'll all be here. So don't worry as well. You'll see our faces. And
Well,
yeah,
all of us
I'm
at
just
the same time.
remembering our highlights. I know. Can you imagine? This is it now. We're doing this for next year. All of us.
All hosts together every week.
We just chit chat, and Tim makes little cuts and like cuts.
I would really enjoy that.
bloopers.
But-
Yeah, of course you would. Watching them 2 minutes, making them 2 days.
I can
2
imagine.
days.
Oh,
That's actually impressive.
and before that,
Per
we should
video.
also give some love to Tim because Tim has been putting so much work all year on this, and I think we can all say that. So big shout out to Tim. Yeah,
Go, Tim.
go Tim.
Don't.
And you've been
Don't
there
stop.
for all these
Don't stop.
streams.
You haven't.
We just want you to cry right now, okay? Give us the tears.
If you're really talking to Tim, it's more like, "Hi, Tim."
Oh,
The real life, Tim.
Yeah, real
No,
life.
that way.
The first picture I took with Tim, I stood on a chair next to him, so I was a little bit the same height.
Oh my God.
I wonder
Is
if I
that
still have
true?
the picture somewhere. Well, not right
That
now,
is
but
hilarious.
that was, when was this? Back in 20...
It was, I think it was the awards in Berlin, wasn't it?
No, that was earlier. It was the Adobe Creative Meetup.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was in... Where's my smartphone? No,
It looks like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and
His little twin? You mean that
Yeah.
one?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
No, I can't find my phone. I could have told you the exact date actually, but I can't find my phone. So sorry. But yeah, that was great. Meeting everybody for the first time, and of course, what are there pictures of Tim? Yeah, you're looking at one right now.
That's a movie
Tim,
one.
that's
Amazing.
not Tim. That's just someone else dressed as Tim. You'll never see the real Tim. It's always just the voice in the back.
Yeah.
The voice of God.
Don't say that
Tim's
now.
a
He's just going to
deepfake.
get way too
No way.
flattered.
No, this can become a problem, Sophia, if you go down that road, because Tim
Yeah.
tends to.
Finally, thanks, Rufus.
Oh, he's frozen.
Someone says that.
What?
Oh.
What? I feel like I've just missed a chunk of conversation. I can't place it.
Yeah, it's totally elastic Banksy, but it's okay.
Elastic
Just like the golden age of ballooning.
Smooth. So that was the Tim segment, but we haven't gone through everyone's highlights.
Yeah, no, of course, but I'm still getting
Right?
to that. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're like, I'm enjoying my moment. It's so good.
He's like, let me have this.
I'm writing this in my calendar. Today, everybody liked me.
That's me.
Right. Well, I think, Natalie, we haven't talked to you about your highlights of the year yet, right? So you...
I don't think
Do
so.
you have any?
Well,
No,
I
everything
remember.
Full on grunge.
No, what were your highlights of the year? Do you have any mind that just popped to your head?
Well, this is gonna sound cheesy, but I think my definite highlight was just joining the team, because I remember we began doing streams as part of Off Academy, actually, to announce the winners, and it was with Tony. And then, I was grateful enough, to be part of the streamings. But I think I have one highlight, which is we were once doing a stream with Tony with Balad Juhamel, and all of a sudden we start listening to
The alarm.
fire alarm. And I'm like, what is that? I thought it was in my office, and apparently Julien from Balad Juhamel comes and he shows us a burned toaster on the camera. So while we were doing the live stream, apparently the kids were toasting bread, whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, it got burnt. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was just like we were all laughing, and it was kind of like this awkward moment because the students were showcasing the project. He was so serious about it, and then all of a sudden this happens and we kill the moment. So but yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I mean, of course, like during my streams, I learned a lot. I know that we had a stream with Head Off, with Rick, and he was, just showcasing all these amazing tips. And I even, in every stream, I learned something new from every guest. So, yeah, and of course, Tony live show as well. I think that I had so much fun watching that. And yeah, I think kind of like a resume, more or less.
No, it's fine. It's great. You don't have to just have one favorite stream. It could be all of them.
I think Natalie, I think that's a really great thing you just said, is that of course we do it for the community and all of that, but the amount of stuff that we as hosts learn and experience is incredible. I feel so enriched by doing these things. It's incredible.
Completely, and all these tips that of course, like we have these new features on Adobe softwares, but then you also learn from other artist techniques and workflow, and just use like tips and enhance your techniques. I think it was absolutely inspiring from my side. And even if Maddie's famous artwork,
you didn't learn from that?
Yeah, don't look.
What not to do.
I think it's just like the perfect example that what Adobe is offering, and this is definitely not a marketing promo or whatever, but I feel like because we're all like natural in our behaviors. So like what Maddie does or what we do during the streams, it proves like how we're connected to the community. So
yeah, that's also what I like about the streams, because when I explain to people like, oh, I work with Adobe, and they're like, oh, that has to be all serious, and then I just say, no. And yeah, that's what I really like about these streams, because you can just have some fun, be natural, and yeah, it feels just wonderful having all the community joining us every day, and of course, almost every day a new guest, right? Thank you, Emma, for that. Almost away from London.
Yeah. Thank you, Emma, for all the hard work. Yeah,
of course, a huge shout out.
And that's part of the reason why this is such a great experience for everyone, including me. Even though I basically I'm never in front of the camera, mostly behind it. So if something goes wrong,
you had your moments.
It's usually my fault.
You had your moments, but no, I think Tim.
You did. Your moments of hosting as well.
Well, I like this hosting, just talking to the guests. Usually I just have half an hour before the stream to talk to them. But yeah, in the chat they're also saying,
which is like a fundamental part, because you're backstage, you kind of like warm up the session, you throw in some jokes, you just kind of like make the guests more relaxed, I guess, before we start. I wish we could do a highlight of the backstage moments, because I know that
We've always said this. Yeah. We need to record the pre.
Yeah, a lot of
exactly
in the backstage, which is not air ready, let's say.
Suitable.
Do you remember Emma and Tim when I joined a stream and I'd just taken some very strong painkillers? And we didn't know where it was going to go.
Oh my God.
Just like knock on wood.
Maddie was like, you can expect a lot of jazz hands.
Crazy. So funny.
And that's where this whole "and we're live" came from. Because sometimes you don't really want to be. I mean, yeah, I saw some dancing behind the scenes, some singing, puppets.
Some
Tony.
Some.
Yes, all the time with the puppets. Don't know why.
Tony.
Maddie, by the way, Sandrine's just posted a link for you in the chat, which is worth looking at for you. So,
oh my goodness, that means
it's a nice piece of Adobe Live merch. Poor old Mads though. When Mads first started, she seemed to get all of the streams that were in one way or another going to go wrong. like 30 seconds before going live. Somebody's connection dropped out. They had nothing, couldn't hear them. There was no iPad. No.
It's
You had
been
all the ones that
character
went
building.
crazy wrong. Yeah.
We did have some funny ones.
There was a curse, a magic curse.
No, it's become a thing. Yeah. Some very shocking things. It's so funny. We should definitely capture them in some way.
I gave everybody the morning off one day just to watch one of your streams, just to specifically one part of your streams. We'll leave it at that. But I just said, nobody needs to do anything today. Take a seat, get yourself a drink. I'm just going to watch yesterday's.
Schools across the UK are watching this.
And I think we can have a look
Starting
at,
their day with this.
we can have a look at what Sandrine sent. This would be the one.
Sandrine, honestly, you are just brilliant. I mean,
Close up. We need this.
Merry
merch.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
so neat.
We need this as a
Actually
shirt.
get that. Okay.
So good.
So good.
Dear.
And in the chat, MSU. Yes. So one day, just a whole host of people were joining us, and they all wrote MSU and then their name, and I'm like, what's going on? And it turns out some university, the Malaysian State University has asked their students to join a stream as an extracurricular activity.
Ah,
So that was nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Look at us. We're international.
Yeah, we should do more than that. More of that, yes?
Okay.
Just a bit more pressure to set an example, but don't worry with our call. We might just need to step up a little bit next year to get to that stage.
Okay.
And we have still Sophia and Rufus and Tony. We don't have some more highlights. We're going to run out of time.
Yes. Oh dear. Yes. Right. Okay. So quick fire. Sophia.
What time?
your
Okay,
highlights.
I'm sorry. I also this is a lot of pressure all of a sudden.
Go.
Not used to doing this live. No, I'm kidding. My highlight, as well as Natalie, really my highlight is just joining this wonderful Adobe Live family. I never thought this would happen. And I love all of Tony's streams. I love the one that Tony did with Julia together with the Naughty and Nice and the animation. Really love that. I love that I learned so much about Illustrator, even though I can still not do anything that looks good, but I know how it would technically work. And yeah, just overall really, really grateful and happy to be part of this. And I can't wait for next year.
Aww.
Was that good for like 2 seconds and under so much pressure?
Good job.
I think this is great, Sophia, because even like what you just said, like just watching Adobe Live, you'd like get all these ideas, and then maybe you can't do it yourself right now, but then maybe during the night you dream, oh, that's how I would do it, and then the day after, and you're done.
Yeah, you're encouraged to just try it, and that's what I really liked about it.
And I think Rufus and Tony, you haven't told us yet what your highlights were. So let's start with Rufus. I know that you have only been part of the streams in the first half of the year. But
yeah, that's the highlight, of course, is starting this whole thing and seeing the community grow. And like we have our usual community members who are always here, and I thank you all for being here. I've seen the community grow exponentially as Emma joined the team and took control of things, which was fabulous work, and then all of you, Natalie, Stephanie, Sophia, Maddie, Tony, you're the ones who make it real, and together with the community, I think we achieved just what we needed in this incredible year that nobody expected that in February, and then suddenly March our lives were like upside down, and yeah, I was laughing at the German stream before because when I introduced our first Adobe Live from the sofa stream in German together with Chan, we said, okay, let's try that for the next few weeks, and we're still here. So, and we will still be here next year. So I'm super proud. Yeah.
Can you have shots for that?
Yeah.
After this, that's the backstage. Remember?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, true. We don't do that.
Wait, hang on, let me just have some
Remember the
water.
kids that are watching.
Shots of
The
tea.
school
shots of
kids.
tea.
Yeah.
Me too.
And Tony's like, sure, the tea, the water.
But it's actually true. I don't actually drink. I gave up the beginning of last October, so October 2019. So I don't actually drink. This honestly is actually water.
Well, so is this. And of course, finally, Tony, I think. What
It's
are
the
you?
Adobe Blade, you see.
Ooh,
Brandon,
Brandon
there you
is showing
go.
off.
Drink of it a lot.
Oh, I've got a case of them over there, Tim. I'll mail you one.
If you could send me one, I would greatly appreciate that. No.
Okay.
All right, the highlights then. Well,
Yeah, one, two.
hanging out with the people I knew already, Rufus and Stephanie, and meeting great new people like Sophia and Natalie and Emma, bringing my bud Mad along and getting her involved because I love you, Maddie. We have such a good laugh whenever we're together. I love you a bit. And but more than all of that stuff, because that's lovely, and like hanging out right like we are right now is lovely. What I like most, and I mean this honestly, is that all of the people in the community that we've connected with, you feel like you really, really know them. And it's lovely to see them pop up. So Kirsty and Sandrine and Catherine and Caroline and Angus and Oliver, Stuart and Steve and Sean and Andreas, the people who come along all the time, you actually feel like you know them. I so look forward to a day when actually we can get them all together and we can actually meet up, because that would be fantastic. And watching their stuff on all of their own individual channels. Watching on, people's photography, Stuart as well, Stuart Fickling, and Gareth, all of those people. That's the best bit, is that just that network is really tight, and I love it.
And believe me, Tony, when I say that, once this is all like under control, it'll be my priority and focus, to make that happen, so that we all
amazing
person, whether that's in multiple locations, in one location, or whatever.
That would be amazing. Fantastic.
So huge shout out to the community. Thank you so much
We
for
would love
joining
you
us.
all.
Love you.
And of course, a huge shout out to every one of our guests and hosts who made this stream this wonderful year possible. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Maddie and Natalie and Rufus and Stephanie and Tony and
thank you to Rufus and Shan for starting this.
Joe Allen.
It's amazing, and Joe as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you,
And
Emma.
thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
So this
Big family.
And Jackie.
This was our last stream of the year, and I thought that we should end the stream with a
Music
credits
or-
roll, which I always wanted. Yeah, some music.
I was like, oh no, we just avoided that.
There you go. The only
Thrash ukulele.
Play on that ukulele.
It's going to destroy this one here. No. I thought we should end the stream with all the artists and guests and hosts scrolling through the screen, and because I always wanted to do a credits scene. It's one of my personal highlights. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a wonderful rest of your year.
Thank you, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And we will now
holidays.
watch the final video for the day. So bye from us over here, and see you next year.
See you next year.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.